I cannot wait to watch film with her, to just observe her in practices and pick her brain about how she controls games and controls the speed of games and gets her bigs and her shooting guards the ball when they need it to score. She's one in particular that I'm really, really excited just getting to be around.
Every one of those teammates at LSU hated playing with Angel Reese.
She didn't blink. She didn't cheer. She didn't even fake a smile. When Hailey Van Lith heard her name called on draft night, her face said everything her words wouldn't.
They really wanted someone that brought toughness, that was gritty, could fight. And, I like to think that those are character traits that are displayed when I play.
There's some good energy you can walk into in Chicago, right?
Oh, I love that energy. We're ready.
That does not look like a girl that was excited to be selected where she was selected. And
look at her face. She is in pain.
Angel Reese tweeted out, "We ain't do it right the first time. Let's run it back."
These two did not enjoy playing with each other the first time, so I don't know why either one of them would be excited to run it back.
The cameras caught it, the tight jaw, the distant stare, the forced applause. And now, just 2 minutes ago, she made it official. She's reuniting with Angel Reese in Chicago, not to build, not to grow, but to attack Caitlin Clark again.
I think that I've been defined as a tough, gritty player who just is a dog. And I think that's exactly what I need to be at the next level.
I think we have a lot of similarities about how we carry ourselves. She's a dog, man. She turns up the intensity of everybody around her. So I'm excited to be in that environment with her again, where she can pull more out of me than I think I have.
I think she's already experienced what's it like to play with Angel Reese, who is a narcissist and selfish, a nightmare for all teammates to deal with.
This wasn't a comeback story. It was a declaration of war, a warning, wrapped in rehearsed praise and tight-lipped interviews. Hailey called it excitement, but the tone, the tension, and the timing told a different story. This wasn't about joining a team. This was about circling a name, the same name that dropped over 40 on her team, twice. Hailey Van Lith isn't trying to rise, she's trying to strike. And this time it's personal.
Hailey Van Lith must love playing with rebounds. She can't wait to team with Angel Reese. I love playing with size. It makes my job a lot easier. Hailey Van Lith shared Thursday in her press conference. Again, they played one season together, and it was far and away like her worst year in college.
She's only making $70,000 to jack up brick layups and airball layups in games that no one wants to watch.
The warning wasn't loud. It wasn't shouted or tweeted. It came quietly through clenched teeth and a rehearsed smile. Hailey Van Lith announcing her excitement to play alongside Angel Reese again. But everyone watching knew the truth. This wasn't a reunion. It was a mission. And Caitlin Clark was the target.
She's perfected the art of lying to the media. In reality, I'm betting this was the absolute last place she wanted to be.
Angel has maintained contact with me this whole past year since she's been in the league and I transferred. I really appreciate her. We have a very mature relationship, a mutual respect relationship where we both have respect for each other's game. And I'm just excited to get to be around her again.
Plenty of rebound opportunities available for Van Lith if she sticks close to Reese.
Hailey didn't light up when her name was called on draft night. She didn't beam with pride. She barely moved. That wasn't the face of a player living her dream. It was the face of someone reliving a nightmare named Caitlin Clark. Because the last 2 times they met on the court, Clark didn't just win, she obliterated. Back-to-back 40-point performances, back-to-back embarrassments.
So Caitlin Clark is averaging against her over the since 2023, averaged 40 points per game.
Hailey Van Lith smiling through the pain of returning to toxic hell. Oh, her face is like the F. Yeah, it's over. HVL is feeling sick. She cut the cancer out and it came right back. Gotta watch Hailey Van Lith stand at the 3-point line wide open while that girl is chasing the new rebounds record.
And now Hailey's been given a second chance, not to thrive, but to retaliate. She's back with the very teammate she once ran from, Angel Reese, the same player who dominated the spotlight, froze her out, and turned a promising partnership into the worst season of Hailey's college career. But suddenly, she's all in again. Fans aren't buying it, and neither is Caitlyn. Because this isn't about chemistry. It's not about building something special. It's about stopping the unstoppable.
Hailey Van Lith and Angel Reese are set to rejoin forces on the court this summer.
Energy with Courtney Vandersloot. You can learn from her. You're paired back with Angel Reese. There's some good energy you can walk into in Chicago, right?
Oh, I love that energy. We're ready.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hailey knows she can't outshoot Caitlyn. She can't outrun her. She's tried that. So now she's hoping to outmuscle her, teaming up with the league's most controversial figure to make noise, stir drama, and shift focus. But that's where she's already lost, because Caitlin Clark doesn't play the noise game. She lets her game make the noise, and it's been deafening.
Caitlin Clark is the biggest draw in women's basketball, and without her, many fans just aren't going to tune in.
The alliance between Hailey Van Lith and Angel Reese isn't built on trust. It's built on desperation, and the cracks were already showing before they even stepped on the court together again. Hailey may have said all the right things in front of the cameras, but her body betrayed her. That viral clip from draft night wasn't just a bad moment. It was a full-blown emotional leak.
Hailey Van Lith believed it was probably a good idea if she put out some kind of a statement after the very viral video. We all seen the video at this point, her smiling, but with real pain on her face.
Deep in my heart, I wanted to come to the sky. I felt like you never want to put too much expectation or hope because you never know what happened on draft day. But deep in my heart, I was really hoping that this is where I ended up.
The fake smile, the hollow eyes, the stiffness in her posture. This wasn't joy. This was regret. Regret about the destination. Regret about the person waiting for her there. Because let's not forget, Hailey fled Angel Reese once already. After just one season at LSU, she left without looking back. Her game suffered, her rhythm collapsed, her confidence, gone.
But Hailey Van Lith, oh, you gave a bad answer. This is a person who has played the last 2 times she played Caitlin Clark. I'm not joking when I say this. Caitlin Clark put 40 on her team's head.
Give flowers to the legend. We're going to start Diana Taurasi. I'm going to bench Sabrina and cut Caitlin.
And Angel, always in the spotlight, took up all the oxygen on that roster, chasing headlines instead of chemistry, milestones instead of wins. That year was statistically Hailey's worst, and emotionally it was a disaster.
Angel Reese is the most unskilled basketball player in the history of basketball, in my opinion. She has no skills. She knows that she's not a very good basketball player. That's why she spends so much time half naked and taking pictures and promoting things that have nothing to do with basketball.
Now they expect us to believe she's thrilled to run it back? The same Angel Reese who brags about buying houses, dropping Vogue covers, and chasing social media likes instead of rebounds? The same Angel who publicly prioritizes double-double streaks over team success? Hailey can say she's excited all she wants, but her history screams otherwise. The move to Chicago didn't feel like destiny. It felt like a setup.
Her stats. Let me roll down here to the teams. Louisiana State, 11.6 points a game. She leaves and goes straight to TCU, averages almost 18. The year before at Louisville, almost 20 a game. What does that tell you about her hell that she's got coming? She got away once. She can't escape.
Angel has already been labeled a chemistry killer, and now she's dragging Hailey back into her orbit, not to grow, not to elevate, but to wage war on Caitlin Clark. Because that's what this is really about. It's not about team strategy or chasing rings. It's about trying to rewrite the embarrassment they both suffered at Caitlin's hands.
I wanted a little vintage, edgy, sexy vibe. And I love a good, old school Marilyn Monroe look. So that's what I was going for.
That's exactly what it's giving. You nailed it.
Hailey didn't just walk into this with fake smiles. She brought receipts. On the biggest night of her life, when asked to name her top players, she didn't just omit Caitlin Clark. She cut her, literally. In a start bench cut game, she chose to cut the player who put 40 on her, twice. That wasn't a strategy. That was a shot. Passive-aggressive, bitter, and calculated. It wasn't about opinion, it was about pride. Hailey knew Caitlin was better, everyone did, but instead of facing it, she tried to downplay it. Humble players don't do that. Confident players don't need to. Only someone haunted by those losses would carry that kind of energy into their first pro season.
I'm sorry. You've done something that'll piss off the damn psycho. The Caitlin Clark has made made more all WNBA first teams than Sabrina. There's no stratosphere where Sabrina Ionescu is better than Caitlin Clark.
She didn't walk into Chicago to rebuild. She walked in ready to retaliate. But what Hailey doesn't understand is that Caitlin Clark isn't here to play petty. She doesn't clap back with interviews or tweets. She claps back with buckets, assists, and record-breaking performances. Hailey and Angel are teaming up with old wounds and fresh excuses. Caitlin's coming with composure, leadership, and the unstoppable truth. The more they plot against her, the further she pulls away.
Look at this face. Look at this face. God bless her. I mean, the pain and anguish. That's not, I'm about to lose it and I'm happy to be drafted and all. No.
While they're trying to erase the past, Caitlin is building a future they can't even touch. And that's the difference. One plays to win, the others play to chase her shadow. The irony of it all is that while Hailey Van Lith and Angel Reese scheme their return, Caitlin Clark hasn't even looked their way. She doesn't need to, because she's too busy doing what they can't, elevating a franchise, uniting a fan base, and commanding the respect of an entire sport without begging for attention. While Hailey and Angel craft alliances rooted in jealousy, Caitlin builds her legacy one possession at a time. And that's the part that stings most. No matter how loud their headlines get, they can't drown out her dominance. She's not fueled by drama, she's fueled by the grind, leading her team, packing arenas, and shattering records game after game.
Caitlin only put 40 on your head once, so it's not too bad. But it's not like Caitlin had a 40-point triple-double against her and a 40-point 12-assist game and 8 rebounds. She was 2 boards off, 2 40-point triple-doubles.
Fans see the difference. They're not stupid. They watch Caitlin get hammered with fouls every night, ignored by refs, targeted by defenders, and still show up with poise and production. They've seen Angel flaunt endorsement deals while averaging some of the worst finishing stats in the league. They've seen Hailey dodge accountability while smiling through regret. The contrast is crystal clear. Caitlin Clark walks into chaos and creates order. Hailey and Angel walk into opportunity and create tension. And the more they try to paint themselves as underdogs, the more obvious it becomes. They're chasing a player who's already miles ahead.
Like, Caitlin Clark doesn't happen entirely organically. There's a push. What Angel Reese did, she created what people truly need, which is a rivalry.
Angel Reese has done that and did that for Caitlin Clark.
Yeah. And I do think she helped. Without Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark wouldn't be as big as she is.
Caitlin Clark also blew up before the Angel Reese thing. That is a myth. She blew up before. Go look at the ratings for the games before then. Go look at the attendance for the games before then. It was already an organic thing.
Even now, their energy is reactive. Caitlin didn't ask for this rivalry. She didn't seek out revenge. She earned every bit of her spotlight. And that's what Hailey and Angel can't stand. Caitlin didn't need them to rise. They, on the other hand, can't seem to function without her name in their mouths. Every presser, every quote, every backhanded compliment, it all circles back to her. Because deep down, they know what the rest of the world already accepts. Caitlin Clark is the moment. She's not waiting for respect, she's commanding it. Not through noise, but through numbers. Not through PR, but through performance.
Angel Reese is never going to improve her basketball skills. Check this out.
I see you miss layups just like they do and everything, but forget them. You know, I mean, I miss layups too. So, I mean,
everybody miss layups, but they can't get mad if I get the rebound, box me out.
Yeah. Don't be mad because your fade didn't box her out. That's what I say. Period.
I see your miss layups like they do, but forget them. What the fuck do you mean forget them? This is why Angel Reese's game is never going to get better, y'all. Her mom telling her this and her fans are the same exact way. Zero accountability, bro. Imagine this, y'all. You playing basketball in front of the whole world. People have been constantly criticizing your game and you messing up on the court. There's all this film and everything about what you need to do better and what you're messing up on. And your mom is just sitting here telling you, well, forget them. Just forget them, bro. Like, that's terrible advice. Like we see why Angel Reese is the way that she is. Man, look at how her mom is just talking to her, telling her just forget them, bro. But then y'all are so mad that the world doesn't like her and talk so much shit about her, bro.
Right.
And then she's like, oh, everybody misses layups. I'm so tired of this everybody misses layups thing. Yes. A whole bunch of basketball players miss layups, but people are not missing layups like Angel Reese, bro.
Fact.
Statistically the worst finisher in the league. So that means you're last and at the bottom. So that means you're the worst and nobody is missing like you are. God, this is not rocket science. Angel Reese GPA holders, bro. This is not rocket science, man. This is amazing. Y'all just cannot keep it real with this girl, bro. That's why she looks like an unrivaled. That clip that just came out with her getting blocked by Breanna Stewart like 3 times or something, and then she finally made the shot, bro. That's why her game looks like it is not even improved at all, man. Then the whole, you gotta box me out to get the, bro, you should be making the shot, bro. Instead of sitting up here talking about, people aren't boxing you out and all of this bullshit. Like, if you make the shot, bro, we wouldn't be even sitting up here talking about these whole rebounds and over and that bullshit, man. But it's crazy, bro. It's crazy I came across that clip. I just saw somebody post it today, and I'm like, damn, bro. No wonder this girl does not take accountability.
Hailey may have sent her warning. Angel may have tweeted her threats. But nothing will be louder than the sound of Caitlin Clark lighting them up. Again. Because when the lights come on and the ball goes up, only one of them has proven she can rise. And the rest? They're still trying to catch her shadow. Hailey Van Lith can team up, talk tough, and fire off all the warnings she wants. Angel Reese can spin narratives, chase clout, and stir up as much chaos as possible. But none of it changes the reality staring them down. Caitlin Clark already beat them, on the scoreboard, in the spotlight, and in the hearts of fans who know what greatness really looks like. This isn't a rivalry, it's a rerun, a recycled attempt to dethrone someone who's already claimed the throne without ever asking for it. Hailey cut Caitlin on draft night. Angel tweeted her subtweets. But Caitlin Clark, she never flinched. She let her game speak, and the game roared back. While they posture, she performs. While they chase headlines, she chases history. They want smoke. Caitlin brings fire. And when that ball tips off, the only thing Hailey's warning will signal is just how far behind she already is.
She knows, like a lot of white players in the WNBA know, and they've said it, Kelsey Plum, Breanna Stewart, is that they get elevated, they get marketed, they get pushed in a way that Black women in that league who have accomplished similar things do not get the same endorsement opportunities, the same marketing. Clear, they were not fans of women's basketball, but Caitlin Clark became their avatar. She became their vessel to express a lot of the hateful and racist opinions that they had about Black women, about queer women, and about the WNBA overall.